Check, check, check. Okay, I'm back on YouTube. Sorry about that. Let's mute music.
Left-hander, number 12, Jackson Nolan.
Jackson Nolan takes over on the mound.
Leading off the top of the fifth for the Eagles, third base, number 3, Dominic Proctor.
He's thrown 1 inning this year. A couple of earned runs, so the ERA is high. So get through this inning unscathed, then knock that in half or so. First pitch taken for a strike. It's 0-1 on Proctor, the 9-hole. We are at the Mid-America Sports Complex in Shawnee, Kansas. Beautiful facility. Ripped back up the middle, a base hit.
Second base, number 7, Val Cerna.
So if you're on the Heart Network, come on back to YouTube. Is that just a wild pitch? Okay. Squares to bunt, gets it. Oh, don't throw there. That's not a horrible try, I guess, but
First base, number 32, Kyle Williams.
so first and third, nobody out for the 2-hole Williams. Something's up with the guy at third base. Looks like he's stretching a groin or an ankle or something. Ankle. Ankle's easy for Emily to deal with than a groin. What's a good song for this situation? I get knocked down. Kind of slid awkwardly into third base as Melendez was flailing at him, trying to get him. It's a good call by the umpire. He never did tag him. And that may have tweaked something in his ankle as he slid in funny. An Achilles, ankle. Let's run for him. Number 9. Tampa. This is his first appearance of the season.
Now running at third base for the Eagles, number 9, Nick Tampa.
So 1 ball, no strikes. 7-1, top 5. First and third, nobody out. Slashed foul, that'll get out of play. It's outside. I've been trying to figure out, I've only seen a handful of games, of course, and it's hard to tell what exactly we have so far. Nasty. Big pitch from Nolan. Gets big first out.
Catcher number 21, Tanner Sears.
What did I do? Oh my gosh. I put Sears in the 5-hole back in. I'm all screwed up now. Who is the 5-hole? DT, who's the 5-hole? Number?
23.
Position? What do you want from me? Sears. Oh my goodness. The live stats are going to be jacked up. What's the count? Okay. Slash down the right field line. Fair ball into the corner. 1 run scores. Here comes the second, stopping at third, and it is 8-1.
Courtesy runner at second base for the Eagles, number 1, Peyton Becker. Right fielder, number 20, Carlos Negron.
I don't love this matchup for us. A walk here would not be the worst thing in the world, but it's 8-1. We're not going to walk him. That was like a big rookie mistake I made in the stats a couple innings ago. When I put Sears back in the lineup, I put him in the 5-hole instead of the 3-hole. I screwed up the re-entry. So this box score is going to look jacked up, and that's going to bother me enough to where I'm going to have to go back. I'm probably going to go back and redo these final few innings. It's a good strike, man. I got confused because I replaced the DH instead of the pinch runner. So the stat program allowed me to do that because that's plausible. Wow. Right back through the middle. Olmo fires to the plate. We're going to have a play. No, a little bit late. Fire to second. He's out there, but 2 runs scored. It's 10-1. So that's a single to center. RBI 2. And then out 8-4. 22 hits in this spot.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 22, Gavin Whitehurst.
Clears the bases, and Gavin Whitehurst is the new DH. Oh, I was trying to say earlier, what I thought this team was going to be for MNU, and I'm still not quite sure. The 2-0. Obviously, a lot of it depends on if Noah Castillo is going to play. When you take your best hitter out of the lineup, any team is going to suffer from that, especially when your best hitter is an All-American. Misses in. I like the arms that we have. Like, everybody that comes in is effective and has good stuff. So it's going to be hard. I mean, today is an anomaly, I think, hopefully. People aren't going to put up 10 runs on this pitching staff very much. What do you want? What do you got? We're in the top of the 5th. Ball 4. But we're not gonna thump teams 15-2 like we did for the last few years.
Center field, number 5, Darius Freeman.
Because we're not only missing from last year Sherwood and Cornett, big productive hitters. But losing Castillo, that means you're out 3 really productive hitters. And that's a lot to try to replace year after year. The offense is still peppered with really good, productive players. You've got guys who've hit home runs in the World Series. You've got guys who've played in big games. And I like the pitching, but I'm still just unsure of what that's going to produce this year.
Left field, number 15, Ryan Malzahn.
Top 25 team, yes. A shot at Lewiston. I mean, the 23 team went to Lewiston. This team's way better than that team. You never know, but it'll be fun and interesting and unpredictable this year. It feels like we're not getting Noah back. Doesn't it feel that way? Does it feel that way to you? What'd you say? Huh, so maybe I'm wrong. I'm hearing maybe a couple weeks back for Noah if there's no setbacks. Hopefully the season doesn't get away from us before that. Shouldn't. But it's not a ridiculous notion to get swept by CMU. They're that good. I don't think that's going to happen, but I'm just speculating. Chopped foul. Misses down. Count runs full. Runners will be off on this delivery. Runners go. Slash down the right field line. That's going to get past Borquez and to the fence. That'll easily score 2 more. Another new hitter. We're 11. Is it Weedy?
Now batting for the Eagles, number 11.
I think I remember him from
Zeb Weedy.
Zeb Weedy from last year. He's hitting 286. He leads the team in homers. Yeah, they got their team leader in homers coming off the bench. It's a fun perk. Am I crazy? Wasn't that right there? 2-0. Dante Freeman, I actually had a thought of you today. Freeman's in the chat. That 21 team was legit. There's a D. Freeman playing center field for CMU today, and I was like, he's not back, right? He didn't find a year of eligibility and come to CMU, did he? Called strike. But no, it's not Dante Freeman, it's Darius Freeman. If that 2021 team had one more arm in the bullpen, or maybe like if Torres was a year older, like his 22 season, right, was so incredible. If he'd done that in 21, you guys could have put something together and maybe even made a run at Lewiston. That team was, the offense was so insane. And the defense, like, that team had very few weaknesses. Number 3 is re-entering and batting. This is Proctor.
Third base, number 3, Dominic Proctor.
It's not letting me do anything. What's the problem here? What position is he, Dennis? And what's the deal? It's 1-1. Called strike. If you are curious, there is no run rule. This one's going the full 7. Yeah, Nathan, I think that, I mean, it might be true. That team was so good. Got him swinging. And it felt like we were an arm short in the bullpen that year. Now, of course, you did what you could in that opening round. Like, you got the big outs in that opening round.
1 runner left. And after 4.5 innings, Eagles 12, Pioneers 1.
So maybe we were still an arm short. But remember the defense on that team, Relihan and Sandy. Sherwood was playing third. Healy was so elite at short. And then Freeman, Jenkins, and Torrance in the outfield were elite. Like, everybody was really good on defense. And then the lineup was just insane. And Vargas, Waller, 1 second. Yeah. Who's in the 8 hole, DT? The 8 hole. Number? Where? Where? Okay, I think I'm all set. Vargas, Waller, and Castro. With
hitter number 8, Riggs Harper.
Riggs Harper now takes strike 1. Who am I thinking of? The freshman that left and came back. Innings threw that 0-2. Who was the pitcher that was one of your starters in 22? Swing guy, pitched a lot, and then he left. Navarrete. Yeah, I was thinking N. It's N something. Navarrete, yeah. Like those four as your starters, and Navarrete's kind of the long man, and then with Torres as a closer, if you could have gotten your arms correct, like gotten them fresh and in a row, I mean, a ton of 9-inning games is still tough. So I think maybe another arm, another like elite arm like that. You guys had some pieced together bullpen guys with the Twins and the big lefty and Michael was getting big outs. Lefty. But man, I thought got him swinging. Yeah, nonstop bombs in Lewiston, maybe. I mean, you're facing the elite pitching in the country, too. But there were so many guys who could handle elite pitching. You had Relihan, Sandy, and Freeman who could handle the top guys. Not to mention, yeah, and remember Sherwood got hurt in the opening round, too. That was a big loss. Called strike 2. But man, Healy in the 9-hole hit 380 with 12 bombs. Slashed down the right field line. Crespo leads off with a single. Murphin comes in to run. Because, right, the 22 team does better, goes further, but not as talented. The bullpen was better. Of course, Torres was unhittable that year. And then the 23 team actually wins a game in Lewiston. The worst of that stretch. So the best team doesn't win the opening round. The second best team gets to the World Series. The third best team actually wins a game there. And then last year's team goes to the Nationals again. Don't quite know where to rank that team. Really good. Better than the 23 team for sure. Probably not better than the 22 team. 3-0 on Olmo. Up the middle, 4, 6, not 3. Killed some guys in the dugout. So he goes to... Oh, really? Interesting. You have to slide straight into the bag these days, so let's see what happened there. Oh, good editing, Chad. Really good. Here we go.
For the Pioneers in the bottom of the 5th, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left.
Yeah, he didn't slide at all. He just ran right through it. You can't do that.
Eagles lead 12-1.
Let's see what it looks like from the center field camera. We'll see him coming into your frame probably. Yeah, Murphy needs to slide there. pocket full of sunshine. Was that a 3-0 swing? It's all right. 463 GDPX. Crespo back in behind the plate, and the new pitcher is 6. Breeding? I don't know if I've seen this guy yet. Neither has anyone. This is his first appearance for the Pioneers. So good time to get your feet wet. A 12-1 game in the 6th. Yeah, Nathan Thrower Torres. That's a good point. It's like, let's throw this inexperienced guy out there against the number 9 team in the country. What do you think? Was that one pitch a strike? It sure didn't look like it. The big full count pitch with the bases loaded in the 8th. It gets rung up. Sandy snaps it back over the inside corner. What'd you think? Did you think he was going to call it a ball when it left your hand? Is that where you wanted to throw it? What was that like? But getting through that, and you're like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good enough to beat the best teams in the nation. And then you went out and just absolutely dominated. That was fun. It's fun to have a really lights-out bullpen. Yeah, ball for it. I mean, he'd called a close one the pitch before, though, too, right? Was it similar?
Now pitching for the Pioneers.
And so he called the same thing, or was it even worse or better?
Leading off the top of the
That was really fun. That was just awesome. I really thought we were going to come back and win the whole thing.
7, now Cerna.
I read that big story I wrote about that season like once a year, just reliving it. It was so fun. Never thought we'd get closer than that, and kept exceeding expectations the next 2 years. Breeding. First pitch of the season is fouled away. It's 0-1 on Cerna, the leadoff man. He's had a big day. Feels like he's been on base every inning. Up and away, 2-1. Three and one. Ripped down the first baseline, foul. The count runs full. Because remember, especially that 21 team, CMU finished second at Lewiston that year. And what was the season series? We played them 7 times and ball 4. Played them 7 times that year, and the score was 4-3. The series was 4-3, so we were right there with the team that finished
First base,
second.
number 32, Kyle Williams.
Would have been nice. Would have been nice to see that team get a shot. That's crushed into deep center field. Olmo back to the fence. Can't make the catch up against the wall. He was almost there. And it's 13-1. Thought that was gone off the bat. That was torched. It looked like he was there, and Cerner, rounding second, slammed on the brakes because he saw the same thing, but then just off the tip of his glove, probably. Who is that two-hole? That's a new guy, right? Kyle Williams? I don't remember that name. Let's have a look at last year. Yeah, nothing. That's a nice pickup. He's a good player. Two and one. Not a great place to be. Kyle Williams played at Mid-America Christian last year. They swept us at their place last year. Let's see what he did. I can find that too. Chopped foul. The count runs full. Ball four, and it gets away. Sears has been on base all day, too. Same guy, number one. Okay. All right, let's look at Williams last year. Oh, he led the team. Hit 436 last year with 18 doubles, 6 homers, 51 RBIs. That was a really good team, too. I wonder why he made the switch. Negron takes ball one. Listed as a junior last year. Interesting. Good pickup. He can swing it, that's for sure. 2-0 on Carlos Negron is not a formula for success. He just looked down at, why can't I think of their coach's name? Who's the coach? Breland. And he gave him a nod. This could be a 3-0 green light. Yep. It's the time to kind of practice your 3-0 offense in a situation like this where the game's well in hand. no predictable fastball counts anymore except 3-0, it seems. So may as well. May as well get your hacks when you can. Finally get a predictable pitch. Whitehurst.
Designated hitter, number 22, Gavin Whitehurst.
He is 0 for 10 on the season coming in. I can't remember what he did his first time. I think he hit already, right? Called strike one. Called strike two. Slash down the line. Fair ball. That's into the corner. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. Negron held at third. There's still no outs. Ouch.
Center field, number 5, Darius Freeman.
Darius Freeman now. Coach T is going to make a change. Mason Hunter in the chat as well.
Now pitching for the Pioneers, right-hander number 23.
You guys were part of some teammate. Coach them to a World Series is really fun. Thank you for that. You guys might not realize how important that was, or you're like, yeah, we went to Nationals every year. That's what we do. No, it's not normal. That's softly into shallow left center. Maple can't come up with it. CMU mercifully playing station-to-station baseball at this point. Only 1 run scores.
Left field, number 15, Ryan Malzahn.
Is that gun working? Can we see? How hard does he throw? No. It's not on and it's not ours, so we can't tell. Fire it up, Christina. Go for it. Neither do I. Looks pretty firm. Upper 80s type guy. Okay. That's a 3-0 strike in a 16-1 game, right? We got basketball at 7, sir. It's only 2 o'clock, though. It's kind of been a quick. It's been a quick beatdown, at least. Of course, we have 5 outs to go still. I mean, on their side, like, what if we start getting hot, you know? Oh, wrong button. Where are we? What's the count? What is happening? Full count? Oh, he walked. I'm on top of it. All right, ball, strike. It's 1-1, right? And the bases are loaded. This is Soriano. That's ripped down the right field line, and it's going to get even uglier. 1 run, 2. Breland holds him at third. 18-1. Still nobody out. Is there 1 out? No, there's still no out. There's 6 outs to go. Oh, man. I'll tell you one thing, though. Coach Thompson.
Third base, number 16, Brennan Theismann.
Coach Thompson can lose 25-1 with the best of them and come back and win the next game. That has happened more than once. It's like once we get down 10, it's like, all right, we're going to test out the inexperienced bullpen guys. We're going to see what's going on. This could get really bad. But I'm not wasting any of my super trusted, experienced bullpen guys in a game like this. You can beat me by 30. It doesn't matter. There's a good breaking ball. 1-2. Strike 3, swinging. That was Theismann.
Second base, number 7, Val Cerna.
Theismann had not played yet this year. Back to the top of the order in Cerna. I think he's like 5 for 9 this game or something ridiculous. All right, what is it really? Cerna is 2 for 3. How is he only 2 for 3? I think maybe he had a sacrifice and a walk. Fouled away. It's one of those games for CMU that you might, like in the 7th inning, you consider pinch hitting like your bullpen guys, pitchers, just to kind of get it over with. It's crushed down the right field line. That's down. A couple more runs score. Make it an even 20. But usually when you start throwing in pitchers and the game kind of gets silly, sometimes you mess with a mojo when you do stuff like that. So who knows? because the bench guys get really silly and crazy when their pitcher buddy is up at the plate trying to get his first college hit or something. Now I'm curious. Let's see how this guy did against us last year in that 3-game series for Mid-America Christian. Ooh. 0-2. Grounded to short. 6-4-3. That was nice.
For the Eagles in the top of the 6th, 8 runs, 5 hits, no errors, nobody left, and after 5.5 innings, Eagles lead 20-1.
All right, Williams went 2 for 3 with a walk in the first game last year. Then in game 2, he went 2 for 3 with a run scored and 2 RBIs, double. And then in game 3, he did not get an at bat, but he played defense late, and his replacement went 3 for 4 with an RBI, and pretty impressive. New pitcher. This is 30, and the pitcher 31. 25 behind the plate is Keel. And the new pitcher is 31. That's a tough one. It's like Aloha or Uyoa. Something like that. I'm going to go with Uyoa. Tell me in the chat if I'm saying that correctly. Alfred Ulloa has no ERA. He's thrown 1 1/3 innings. He's given up a couple hits and struck out 1. $20-1. That is not great. See the way you're acting like you're somebody else gets me frustrated. Life's like this. How old is this song? Is this 20 years old now? What's it called? Life's Like This or something? Complicated. Avril Lavigne.
Off the bottom of the 6th for the Pioneers.
Came out when?
Second base, number 1, Drew Woodley.
2002. It's a 22-year-old song. I'm so old. Called Strike One. 23-year-old song. It's 2025. Breaking ball misses outside. 1-1 to Woodley. That's hit decently into center field. There goes back to the wall, to the warning track. That's hit really well. Deep flat for Woodley. He's had a few good swings today. 1 away.
Now catching for the Eagles, number 25, Cooper Kyle.
Yeah, Cooper Kyle is behind the plate.
Number 31, Alfred Ulloa.
I was way off.
Now batting for the Pioneers, third base, number 27, Javi Melendez.
Cade Thompson calling Calling one here. I like it. He's calling a hobby bomb. I haven't made one yet. It's too early in the season to get a feel for how they're seeing the ball. Misses outside. 2-1. I just want to go. I want to play at home. That was your chance, Cade. How's my camera 2 now? Not great. Took a little jolt there. Good take. Good take. That's a tough take. Probably a strike. I just saw it on YouTube. A little bit out. Grounded to short. That brings up Owens, the lone bright spot in the Pioneer lineup today. I guess Crespo has a couple hits, I think.
Number 35,
didn't he?
Caden Owens.
What did Crespo do? Yeah, Crespo's got 2 hits. Owens has a homer. Let's see how the softball team's doing. Maybe they're faring better than we are. I doubt they've given up 20. First pitch taken for a strike. It's 0-1 on Owens. Softball team is close. They're right across the parking lot. They're down 6-2. It's not going well for round ball today. 0-2 on Owens. This is up. Kelly Stokes back in the lineup for the Pioneers and picks right up where she left off, 2 for 2. She's been absolutely raking this year. That's destroyed down the right field line. Get up. Out of here. 2 home runs for Owens. And he has been the Pioneer offense today, 20-2.
18 more. 18 solo shots.
That ball was blistered. Wow.
Right field, number 34.
Here it is again.
Willie Marquez.
No mariachi band. iPad's too overheated. That's into left center field. Fighting the sun. Collision? No. Who caught it? I think the left fielder caught it. Yes, he did.
For the Pioneers in the bottom of the 6th, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left, and after 6 complete innings. Eagles 20, Pioneers 2.
Is it still Daniel out there?
Melendez to face Kyle in the 3-hole.
Leading off the top of the 7th for the Eagles, catcher number 25, Cooper Kyle.
I'll fix that between innings. I cannot abide. Between games. Breaking ball snaps in for a strike. It's 1-2. Kyle on the season this is his first official at bat. He has walked. Got him swinging, and that will bring up Becker, pinch hitting for Negron.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 1, Peyton Becker.
Becker on the season is 0 for 1. Whitehurst.
Designated hitter number 22, Gavin Whitehurst.
No, he's going to pop out to Caden Owens in foul territory.
That is a call.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
It's happening.
No.
That's where it's going, I'm telling you.
We're all over here just fired up.
High-fiving people. That misses down. 1-2. Heater up and in right here, and then just a little doink. You know, here it comes. Oh, they're going away. Miss up and in, Daniel. Oh, ripped into right field.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 13, Blake Anderson.
Blake Anderson. The umpire didn't say anything. Did the umpire make any motions? Maybe we can appeal this for illegal substitution and get out of the inning. Yeah, I mean, whatever it takes. Remember a couple years ago we got drilled in Game 3 by CMU, and then John Barry comes in Game 4 and throws a shutout. Yeah, I think so. 23 sounds right. Strike.
It's also the year that Frieders had that.
Yeah, Frieders struck out 17 Eagles. Yeah, and then games 3 and 4 were at their place because of weather or something like that. That's why we were there. Popped up, infield fly, batter's out. I called it first, guys. You got to call it before I do. .24 now. Malzahn hitting for Malzahn. Chandler. This is his first appearance of the season as well. Brian Chandler.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 24, Brian Chandler.
A freshman from Smithville, Platte County High School. Takes strike one. Takes strike two. Ripped up the middle and through. His first collegiate hit brings home a run, and he'll remember that forever. Good for him. Happy for you. They kept the ball. Good.
Shortstop, number 2.
8-hole
David
Soriano. I do. Olmo is there. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Need 19 to tie. Just like lean it up against the netting. A little bit. Yep. That's good enough for government work. I don't know. My dad used to say that. No, that's pretty bad, actually. called a ball, and it is 1-1 on Sean Maple. Just push it forward, and that top one will go away. There you go. Grounded. Deep short. Nice play. Lugo now.
Shortstop, number 30, Christopher Lugo.
Two and 0. What's the book say? Do you swing 3-0 down 19 in the 7th? There's no book. Yeah, don't do that. Take a hack, Chris. Yeah. Got him swinging, 2 down.
Designated hitter number 8, Riggs Harper.
DT, Riggs Harper has Will Morris vibes. You remember him? Switch hitter, similar size, but I see him from the left side more often. That hit him apparently. The game continues for Crespo, who's got a couple hits.
Catcher number 28, Christian Crespo.
First pitch, strike 1. That's hammered down the left field line. Foul. Will it get out of play? Yes. Ooh, softball came back. It's 6-5 now. Stokes is 3 for 3. Maybe a 3-run homer or something. Let's have a look. Called strike 3. That'll do it. And we'll be back for game 2 in about a half an hour.
In the bottom of the 7th, no runs, no hits.